I get so like off track. I have to write down paper, and I've maybe tried to take a video like 10 times. This is normal though, as you guys have seen. I'm 618 days sober. Jameson. Haven't had that in quite some time, but I do enjoy me some energy drinks. That's for sure. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Zach. I'm the owner of Pip Happen Scrap, where we do junk removal, light demolition, complete cleanouts basically, and eBay reselling. I do all my own hauling for the resale, and obviously in charge of my own inventory, along with Jeff. Jeff is a silent investor in the eBay side. I have my own equipment. He's just in the eBay, if that makes sense. But we just got back with $60,000 worth of MSRP in pallets. Now, we have done some unboxing of some things so far. We got a whole bunch of these fugly little fucking dirt busters or dust busters. They go for about 30 bucks online. We got some fur busters. They go for like 40 bucks. This other one, that goes for like 80. So probably about $200 in just vacuums that are brought in so far that are in working order. We get a lot of things like this, which I've already showed in the video a couple times. But parted out Roombas that people take parts off of. So we have a whole bunch of these models that we will hopefully take parts off of and make a working unit. I'm trying to get in the fucking picture. But make a working unit out of the parts that we do have. So hopefully that'll work out in our favor. We got a lot of that particular model and a whole bunch of different fun boxes to unravel. Now, another thing that we've, I got a couple things posted. Probably $600 in 2 items so far. The EcoVac, the T30S, I posted that for 360 bucks. I'm still testing it, but it seems to be working just fine. And then an i5 Roomba. Listed that for 260 bucks. They're both on sale with that price. So around $600 so far, not too bad. I did go for like my 2 favorite things in that palette, or the first things that I saw that I was like, I want to play with. So with that being said, we don't get perfect all the time. I just showed you the bad Roomba. We get boxes that show up with like the wrong items. And also you get like items that have bad batteries. So it's a lot of mixed items, if you will. But so far, I'm not really upset with what we got. I haven't even gone through a full pallet probably, and we're already doing all right. All right. Now, I'm going to do this in a second, where I'll unbox the products, some of these boxes anyway, and kind of show you guys what we tend to get. You know, it's just miscellaneous shit, basically. And basically walk through that with you. But I do want to show you, or go through some updates here. I've got a solar system for my workspace. Now, I spent $600 on this complete system. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about batteries, but I got 2 of these batteries. Now, again, I got 2 panels, an inverter, 2 batteries, a controller, and wiring, all for $600. The 2 batteries are $1,800 worth MSRP, so I'm feeling juiced on this already. The workspace is a 10 by 12 shed that's 10 feet high, full loft in there, overhead loft all the way around. Plenty of space to store and work. We also have extra space to dismantle cars. So stay tuned for that. If you guys are interested in cars at all too, I have a 71 Bronco that I tend to stare at a lot and really want to get going. So if you guys want more content on the Bronco, and I also have a Subaru WRX that has a built block that's rated for 800 horsepower that I need a new chassis for. That will be coming hopefully very soon once we get this a little bit more situated. Now, once we get spending money, I guess, money that I could blow at something that you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, the pallets have been pretty decent so far. I'm really not like mad about anything. Now, I just grabbed 4 random boxes, and I made sure to bring at least one really bad item that I could find out to bet or get. But this would be one. It's like a fur thing. Not quite sure what it is. Sheepskin. Genuine sheepskin. Why you would need this? I don't know. It's a mat. Look at that. You can get a sheepskin mat. I'm just gonna put that right in front of the mat. Or right in front of the camera. Look at that. Trippy. It's quite squishy. Oh, that feels crazy good. I'm not gonna lie. But that's a little bit extra. Like, why do you need that? You gotta have some bougie ass marble floors or something to be flaring that around. I had a little pocket knife that was helping me out with these. I used the key. But I grabbed this one just because the box obviously is a hummingbird. Hopefully the unit is in here and it's not completely busted up and screwed off. A lot of the time, people will just take parts and return it, or return it with their broken item. So we'll see. We'll see. Pip Pap just showed up for the party. Let me see if I can get her in here. So far it's looking promising. Come here. Good girl. Let's see. Say what's up. Say what's up. This is Pip Pap. Alright, so. Doesn't look bad so far. It's a little fish finder. I don't really know how I can test it. Looks like there's no wiring either. Okay, so basically another parts unit. So with these things that we don't typically have anything to test it with, we will post it on eBay as a parts unit. Post very clear pictures of how it looks cosmetically. The screen doesn't look to be damaged. The pull tab is off. This is just a side sticker that was on there. But I don't have any power cables, so I can't test the GPS at all. It's kind of unfortunate. But we'll see. Let's see how much it's actually worth. I'm going to have to go grab... Hey, bad girl. Bad girl. She's chewing it. She's like, there's no such thing as a sheep in this house. That is crazy. Come here. Alright, so... with this particular model, I just go straight to eBay and typically just use the barcode on stuff like this. Saves time, and we all like to do that, let's be real. If I can find the barcode, which is covered. Alright, well, we're going to just type in the Helix 5G3. So they go for like $200 in new working order. So I'm assuming I could throw this up for like $100, maybe $125 as just the unit by itself. Hopefully it works. I'm not quite sure if it... See, I'm just not quite sure if it would. Maybe even throw it up for like $75. Just play it safe. But 3 items so far. What's that? $675, just under $700. Plus my sheepskin mat. That's a come up, dude. Squishy mats. The one thing about this is how much garbage you do produce. It is actually insane. Thank God I have a dump trailer. Otherwise, my house would be a mess. My dog is just going to town on herself. Dude, chill. Alright, now, let's grab the vacuum to clean that. Oh, I could just do that too. Ooh, sorry. This one seems to be either never used or very lightly used. Now, these little green ones, I think I posted it for like $60 or $50. I have another one. We got one off a different pallet. So typically with this, I would just plug it in and make sure that it actually is doing something. And I actually have a couch I have to clean that I'm going to flip or use for the workspace. So I might use it on that and test it and see if it actually is working. But for most of these units, if they're coming in the plastic, we're still going to have to test them. I don't think we've had one vacuum that we've had and we're like, yeah, this is perfect. We don't have to do anything to it. Because all these vacuums are coming either not in their factory boxes or like very poorly packed. So we got to make sure that everything is working by design, at least before we sell it, or if not, selling it for parts. But for this one for sure, we're going to go through and use it on that couch that I'm going to either flip or going to keep. It just depends on how fast we fill up our work spot or workshop. I have a hard time calling it a workshop because it's so small. Comment what you think. Can I call it a workshop? If we're working in it, it's a 10 by 12 by 10, pretty tall workspace. What do you think? So far, we got a parts unit. We'll probably say $75 just to be safe. And we also have a little green, which we'll say $50. So it's $125 in two parts, or excuse me, two boxes, plus our two other vacuums that we've gone through. So what is that? Almost $800 so far in 4 items, so that's not too bad. We are also going to go ahead and open up this Ninja. It looks like a blender. Now the cool thing about the blenders and all these like kitchen products is if the blender is broken or the motor's busted, everything else is still worth money. Like everything. People need parts for these things all the time. So hopefully we have at least the canister or like the blending part of it, which we do. Oh, look at that. Everything's still sealed too. Look at this. Oh, you see that? Right when I was saying, you see that, bud? She's fudged. She's worked, bud. So that would be why it got returned. That would be garbage. But all these other parts in here are going to be worth something. Now, when I say something, not a whole lot, but something. We could probably sell both of these for like $20, you know? And it's better than throwing all this away. And we'll test it on camera right now. Oh, the lid. You can't forget about the lid either. Seems to be good. Not broken. Probably another $20. It's $40 in parts so far. And hopefully this body will actually turn on and give us a little power, baby. Alright. And looks like it's on. I got power. Looks like I gotta plug in the blender though. Alright. So next step would probably be put the blender on to see if it actually spins. Go through on eBay and then create a variation of this thing with the good parts. I'd say collectively on the safe side, probably $70 in parts here. So I don't know the number. Let's just say $870. I think that's what we're at. Just under $900 in parts and good stuff. Now that's just in a few boxes I pulled. I haven't put these in there. That's probably another $200, so that's like 11. That pays for the pallet. I've got a whole bunch of parts here that I could go through and rummage through, like this coffee maker. I got this. There you go. It's like a Mr. Coffee thing. But something like this, also worth money. But you can see, oh gosh, I'm really close, that it has broken pieces to it. So maybe not worth as much as I was hoping, but we could still take off the cap probably. Sell the miscellaneous parts for these things. Now, I've noticed that parts off of Hey, what are you doing? Just chewing on my crock. Parts from coffee machines tend to not really move as fast as like vacuum parts. So we'll see. Electronics like these tend to move a little bit quicker too. Like the GPS I'm not quite sure about, but like computer parts that you get, really anything electronic tends to be a huge peak of interest for people. I think I talked about this in a prior video, not this current one. We also got something like this where the battery is busted, but the unit cosmetically is like perfect. Now, we probably will have to go through and list the unit and maybe the charger as a complete kind of, I guess, purchase. But, you know, it's probably only worth like $10 plus shipping when it's all said and done. Come on. So, it's just a lot of work, a lot of tedious work. But so far, I think that we have like, what? At least $1,000 in listings that I could throw up tonight in eBay and kind of get ahead. But that's just a start, man. I have 8 more pallets that completely loaded up my trailer bed, and I have like 40 or 50 more boxes in there. Now, stay tuned for my my workspace build. I'm gonna be hopefully making a short tomorrow with the solar that we put up. I think I talked about it in this video, but these batteries are badass, dude. Badass. I'm excited to throw this thing together and put a whole bunch of lighting up and be able to actually work there during the nighttime. So, stay tuned. And if you guys are car people, dude, get me up there. I just need to get a whole bunch of likes to get motivated to build this Bronco. Jeez, let me get back in there. And basically, this Bronco is like, it's a 71, but I don't know if I want to do diesel build or just do the Coyote swap. Comment what you think below, please. Now, with that being said, comment, subscribe, like the video. If you guys have any more like further questions on how we do this, drop a comment. I'll give you as much knowledge as I can give you without giving you everything that I've learned for free, if that makes sense. You guys got to learn it on your own. Like some of these hardships, I can't warn you. That's, life's just gonna fucking right in the nuts, dude. But with that being said, ciao.